Good morning, students. In the last class, we solved the NCERT exemplar problems, and today's discussion is solutions of some of the questions from KCET. In this, first question is, and the mass of glucose that should be dissolved in 50 gram water in order to produce the same lowering of vapor pressure as is produced by dissolving 1 gram of urea in the same quantity of water. And this question is (2006). ಇದು 2000 ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 6ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಡ್, glucose and urea solutions lowering of vapor pressure produced by dissolving urea and glucose are same. Lowering of vapor pressure is same means relative lowering of vapor pressure is also same. Lowering of vapor pressure of glucose is equal to lowering of vapor pressure of urea. Here lowering of vapor pressure means P naught minus P by P. This is lowering of vapor pressure, but lowering of vapor pressure is same means relative lowering of vapor pressure is also same. P naught minus P by P naught for glucose is equal to P naught minus P by P naught for urea. Here lowering of vapor pressure is always equal to mole fraction of non-volatile solute component, that is Xg is equal to Xu. Mole fraction of glucose is equal to mole fraction of urea, and this is equal to Ng divided by NH2O and Nu divided by NH2O. In the denominator, number of moles of glucose and urea are neglected because the number of moles of water is more, or in constant number of moles of solvent is very high as compared with solute, and solute number of moles of solute is negligible, and the same 50 gram of water is taken in both the solution and number of moles of water is same and it is cancelled. Therefore Ng is nothing but Wg by Mg is equal to Wu by Mu, and we have to calculate the mass of glucose. Wg is equal to Wu by Mu into Mg. This is equal to weight of urea is 1 gram and its molar mass is 60 into molar mass of glucose is 180. This is equal to 3 gram, and the correct answer for this question is second one. Next question is, this is also in 2006. This question was asked in 2006. Osmotic pressure observed when benzoic acid is dissolved in benzene is less than that of expected from theoretical considerations. This is because if osmotic pressure of the pressure observed when benzoic acid dissolved in benzene is less means Benzene, there are two cases. Carboxylic acids are dissolving in non-polar solvents, there is an association takes place, and the carboxylic acids are dissolving in polar solvent like water. These acts as a weak electrolyte and dissociated into ions. For example, benzoic acid C6H5COOH in water, this acts as a weak electrolyte and dissociated, and want of factor value is more than 1 in this case. There is a dissociation. And if the solute is dissociated in the solution, their osmotic pressure or colligative properties are more. If the same benzoic acid is dissolving in benzene, this is a non-polar solvent, and it undergo association C6H5COOH twice. It forms dimer. Dimer means due to hydrogen bonding, C6H5 . This is dimer of carboxylic acid, and want of factor value is less than 1, there is an association. And answer for this is, first one is benzoic acid is an organic solute. This is wrong. Benzoic acid has higher molar mass than benzene. This is also not a correct answer. Benzoic acid gets associated in benzene. This is the third statement is the correct one. In non-polar solvent, carboxylic acids undergo association. Polar solvent undergo dissociation, but the extent of dissociation is less, but the want of factor value is more than 1, and here less than 1. The correct answer for this question is third one. Next question is, this is also in 2006. Which of the following solutions will exhibit highest boiling point? Highest boiling point. Boiling point is directly proportional to number of solute particles. Highest means elevation. Highest means elevation of boiling point is also directly proportional to number of solute particles. Here in the first option, the concentrations of these 4 options of non-volatile solutes are different. In case of first one is 0.01 m Na2SO4. Na2SO4 is dissociated into 2Na plus SO4 2 minus. Want of factor is 3. Second one is 0.01 m KNO3. This is also dissociated into K plus NO3 minus. I is equal to 2. Third one 0.015 m urea. This is a not 3. This is non-electrolyte and I value is 1. Fourth option is 0.015 m glucose. This is also non-electrolyte, neither associate nor dissociate. Number of particles are 1. Number of particles are more means boiling point or elevation or highest boiling point is for sodium sulfate. Correct option is first one. Next question is, this is in 2018. In order to increase the volume of a gas by 10%, the pressure of the gas should be. Len kelarpa antandre, the volume of the gas is increased by 10%. What is the pressure of the gas? This is based on Boyle's law. According to Boyle's law, pressure of the gas is inversely proportional to volume at constant temperature. At constant temperature. In this, P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. By cross multiplying, PV is equal to constant and P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Here P1 is equal to P, V1 is equal to V and V2 is equal to 1.1 V. It is increased by 10%. 10% means 0.1 volume is increased. Then from the above equation, P2 is equal to P1 V1 by V2. This is equal to P into V divided by 1.1 V. V get cancelled. 1 by 1.1 into P. This is equal to 0.9 P. And the pressure of the gas is decreased by 10%. 0.9 means 90% of the volume, when by increasing the volume of the gas is by 10%. 10% increase ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ volume ಏನಾಗ್ತಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 10% decrease ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. The first correct option is decreased by 10%. First option is the correct one, decreased by 10%. Next question is, this is asked in the 2009. Vapor pressure of pure A is 70 mm of Hg at 25 degrees Celsius. It forms an ideal solution with B in which mole fraction of A is 0.8. If the vapor pressure of solution is 84 mm of Hg at 25 degrees Celsius, the vapor pressure of B at 25 degrees Celsius. ನಾವೇನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ವೆಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದ ಗಿವನ್ ಡೇಟಾಸ್ ಆರ್ PA naught is equal to 70 mm of Hg. We have to calculate PB naught. PB naught ಎಷ್ಟು ಐತಿ ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Then XA is equal to 0.8, then XB is 0.2. XA and XB sum of mole fractions of component is always unity. ಇವೆರಡು ಕೂಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ 1 ಆಗಬೇಕು. Then P is equal to total pressure of the mixture is 84 mm of Hg. By knowing these values, we can calculate the vapor pressure of pure component B. According to Rolle's law and Dalton's law of partial pressure, total pressure is equal to PA plus PB. PA is nothing but PA naught XA plus PB is equal to PB naught XB. Therefore, P is equal to total pressure of the solution is 84 mm Hg, then P naught is 70 into 0.8 plus PB naught into 0.2. Here 84 is equal to 56 plus PB naught into 0.2. PB naught into 0.2 is equal to 84 minus 56. This is equal to 28. PB naught is equal to 28 divided by 0.2. This is equal to 140 mm of Hg, and the correct answer for this question is third one. Next question is a 6% solution of urea is isotonic with. Isotonic is nothing but same osmotic pressure or same concentration or same number of moles. Isotonic solution is nothing but pi 1 is equal to pi 2 or M1 is equal to M2. Molarity of the solution 1 is equal to molarity of the second solution. First we have to calculate the concentration of urea solution. 6% urea solution is nothing but the concentration. We have to calculate the concentration and compared with these four options. That is M1 is nothing but molarity of urea is equal to WB by MB into 1000 divided by VML. WB is nothing but 6% means 6 gram of urea is dissolving in 100 ml of water. This is equal to 1 molar. 1 molar concentration of solution is fourth option, that is 1 m solution of glucose is isotonic with 6% solution of urea. The correct option is fourth one. Next question is, in countries nearer to polar region, the roads are sprinkled with calcium chloride. Calcium chloride ದಿಂದ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ sprinkle ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. This is because calcium chloride acts as an non-volatile solute. CaCl2 acts as non-volatile solute. Non-volatile solutes are these results decreasing the or depression of freezing point. These results decreasing the freezing point. freezing point or depression. Depression of freezing point. And this calcium chloride acts as a non-volatile solute which decreases the freezing point, or depression of freezing point is caused by calcium chloride because it is a non-volatile solute. And due to this, calcium chloride reduces the, or this is prevents the blockage of roads, and also it decreases the freezing point of, and CaCl2 reduces the snowfall ಆಗೋದನ್ನ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, and prevents the blocking of roads in polar region. polar region ದೊಳಗೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಭಾಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ರೋಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಬೈ ಸ್ನೋಫಾಲ್. ಆ ಸ್ನೋಫಾಲ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಕಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. It reduces the snowfall as well as prevents the blocking of roads in polar region. And the correct option is, first one is minimizes the snowfall. It minimizes the snowfall. First option is the correct for this question. Next question is, cooking is fast in a pressure cooker because pressure cooker ದೊಳಗೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ cooking fast ಆಗ್ತದೆ. This is because water boils under high pressure. This is based on Gay-Lussac's law. Pressure is directly proportional to temperature. In pressure cooker, the volume remains constant and temperature increases, pressure increases, and under high pressure water boils, easily boils, and the cooking is fast under high pressure. The correct option is water boils at high temperature inside the pressure cooker. Inside the pressure cooker means volume ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಬಾಯ್ಲ್ಸ್ at high temperature inside the pressure cooker. Correct option is first one. Next question is, out of the two compounds below, the vapor pressures of A at a particular temperature is. Two compounds A and B are missing here. A is orthonitro. A is paranitrophenol. This one is A, and B is orthonitrophenol. A is paranitrophenol. This one is B. These are the two A and B compounds. Out of the two compounds below, the vapor pressure of B at a particular temperature is, vapor pressure idrolage yavudradu ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. In compound A, The molecular association takes place to form intermolecular hydrogen bonding. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏದೊಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ molecular association. Due to molecular association, intermolecular hydrogen bonds are formed, and due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding, the vapor pressure of A is more than that of B. In A, molecular association takes place. Due to molecular association, intermolecular hydrogen bonding exists. This intermolecular hydrogen bonding decreases the vapor pressure, and in B, only intramolecular hydrogen bondings are formed. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding, and due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding, vapor pressure decreases. Vapor pressure decreases means the vapor pressure of B at a particular temperature is higher than that of A. A ಕಿಂತ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಐತಿ. Correct option is A. Next question is, empirical formula of a non-electrolyte is CH2O. A solution containing 3 gram of the compound exerts the same osmotic pressure as that of 0.05 m glucose solution. Andre these two are isotonic. The molecular formula of the compound is, we have to calculate the molecular formula of compound. These two solutions are isotonic. Isotonic means osmotic pressures are same. Osmotic pressures pi 1 is equal to pi 2 or m1 is equal to m2. The value of m2 is already given, that is 0.05 m, and m1 is, first we have to calculate the molar mass from m1. m1 is nothing but Wb divided by mb into 1000 divided by Vml is equal to 0.05 m. This is the molarity of the glucose solution. Here mb is equal to Wb into 1000 divided by Vml into 0.05. This is equal to Wb is 3 gram into 1000 divided by, isotonic means same volume means 1000 ml into 0.05. This is equal to 300 divided by 5. This is, molar mass is 60 gram per mole. Mb is 60 gram per mole. By knowing the molecular mass and empirical formula mass, empirical formula is CH2O and empirical formula mass is equal to carbon 12, hydrogen 2 plus 16. This is equal to 30. 30 is the empirical formula mass. Then, we knowing the empirical as well as molecular mass, we can calculate n value. Molar mass divided by n is equal to molar mass by empirical formula mass. 60 by 30 is equal to 2, and the empirical formula is CH2O n, this is equal to CH2O twice, therefore C2H4O2 is the molecular formula of a compound, and the option second one is the correct one. Next question is, a solution of two liquids boils at a temperature more than the boiling point of either of them. Hence, the binary solution shows. There are three conditions. Binary solutions boils at constant temperature. Binary solutions boils at constant temperature means these are called as azeotrophs. Binary solutions boils at a temperature less than the boiling of either point of either of them. This is, and another last one is, binary solutions boils at a temperature more than the boiling point of either of them. Same temperature means azeotrophs, and azeotrophs are divided into two different types, that is minimum boiling azeotroph and maximum boiling azeotroph. The binary solutions boils at a temperature less than the boiling point of either of them means this is minimum boiling azeotroph. Minimum boiling azeotrophs. Minimum boiling azeotrophs means large positive deviation. It shows large positive deviation. More than the boiling point of either of them means maximum boiling azeotrophs. Maximum boiling azeotrophs. This shows large negative deviation, and answer for this question is the more than the boiling point of either of them. Hence, the binary solution shows negative deviation from Rolle's law. First option is the correct for this question. Next question is, the mass of a non-volatile solute of molar mass 40 gram per mole that should be dissolved in 114 gram of octane to lower its vapor pressure by 20%. The lowering of vapor pressure is 20. By knowing the relative lowering of vapor pressure, P naught minus P by P naught is equal to XB. The value of P naught minus P is 20%, that is 20. 20 divided by P naught is 100, this is equal to NB divided by NA plus NB. This is 0.2, this is equal to WB by MB divided by WA by MA plus WB by MB. WB in the question, the mass of non-volatile solute, we have to calculate WB calculation ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು. Here 0.2 is equal to molar mass of non-volatile solute is 40 and solvent is octane. Octane, its molecular mass is 111 and mass of octane is 114. Sorry, molar mass is 114 and its mass is also same, WB by 40. This is equal to WB by 40 divided by 1 plus WB by 40. 0.2 is equal to WB, LCM is 40 plus WB. Therefore, WB is equal to 0.2 into 40 plus WB. WB is equal to 0.2 means this is 40 into 2 means 8 plus 0.2 WB. Therefore, WB minus 0.2 WB is equal to 8. WB into 0.8 is equal to 8. WB is equal to 8 by 0.8 means this is equal to 10 gram. Non-volatile solute, mass of non-volatile solute is 10 gram. First option is correct. Next question is, the vapor pressure of two liquids A and B in pure states are in the ratio. Vapor pressures of two liquids A and B in their pure states PA and PB. PA is equal to 1 and PB is equal to 2. PA is equal to 1 and PB equal to in their pure state means PA naught and PB. A binary solution of A and B contains A and B in the mole proportions 1:2. The mole fraction of A in vapor phase. Vapor phase mole fraction is calculated by using formula PA is equal to YA into P. PA is the pressure of component A in vapor phase and YA is the mole fraction and P is the total pressure, and similarly PB is equal to YB into P. But from the data, PA naught and PB naught or PA and PB are given, and the ratio of PA by PB is equal to 1/2. Therefore, Pb is equal to 2Pa. Pb is equal to 2Pa. From this, we have to calculate the mole fraction of component A in vapor phase is equal to Pa by P. P is nothing but total pressure. Total pressure is nothing but Pa plus Pb. Then from this relation, Pb is equal to 2Pa. Pa divided by Pa plus 2Pa. This is equal to Pa divided by 3Pa. Pa get cancels. 1 by 3. This is equal to 0.33. First option is the correct for this. In vapor phase, we have to use the formula for calculation of mole fraction, that is Pa is equal to Pa into P, and Pa and Pb are the vapor pressures. Next question is, which of the following is not a colligative property? There are four important colligative properties are relative lowering of vapor pressure, elevation of boiling point, depression of freezing point, and osmotic pressure. In this, first is elevation and boiling point, second one depression and freezing point, third one is osmotic pressure, fourth one is lowering of vapor pressure. It is not a colligative property. Relative lowering of vapor pressure is a colligative property, and fourth option is not a colligative property, and the correct option for this question is fourth one, lowering of vapor pressure. Next question is, 6 gram of urea is dissolved in 45 gram of water. The relative lowering of vapor pressure is, relative lowering of vapor pressure, P naught minus P divided by P naught is equal to XB. XB is equal to NB divided by NA plus NB. It is nearly equal to NB divided by Na, because for a dilute solution Na plus Nb is nearly equal to Na. Number of moles of non-volatile solute is negligibly small as compared with number of moles of solvent. Therefore, P naught minus P by P naught is equal to Nb is nothing but Wb by Mb divided by Wa by Ma. Wb is 3 gram of urea divided by 60. Molar mass of urea is 60, and 45 gram of water, its molar mass is 18. This is equal to 3 by 60 into 18 by 45. This is 20. This is 2, and this is equal to 1 minute. This is 6, 3s are 18, 6 10s are 3 into 3, 9 by 10 into 45. This is 9, 5s are 1 by 50. This is equal to 0.02. The relative lowering of vapor pressure is 0.02. Third is the correct option. Next one is, Which of the following aqueous solution will exhibit highest boiling point? Highest boiling point means elevation of boiling point. Boiling point increases with increasing number of particles. Number of particles increases, boiling point increases. In this case, urea, first one, urea I is equal to 1. Second one is KNO3, I is equal to 2. Third option, Na2SO4, I is equal to 3. And fourth one is, that is glucose, C6H12O6, I is equal to 1. And maximum number of particles are present in sodium sulfate, and correct option, the highest boiling point observed in this case, and third is the correct option.